We ain't gonna, that's better, I like that. We ain't gonna hold you long, but I did come to preach today. But before any sermon is delivered, I do need to thank God for His grace and His mercy. I may look all right today, may not be a tear in my eye today, but some days, baby, it get long in the valley. But no matter whether it was a good day or a bad day, it was a day that God brought me through. And I have to believe in my heart that He ain't doing it for nothing. He got something to do. I can't always see it, but I believe He got something for me to do. And I thank Him for it. Amen. Thank Him for being God and being God all by Himself. I thank Him today that neither Hillary Clinton nor Donald Trump is God. Amen. I just thank Him for being Him. And all of you tearing up your Facebook and crying and all mad at your jobs, cut it out. Regardless of who gets the presidency, God is still the king, and I'm going to be all right, baby. Maybe a few less food stamps. Maybe a little more money towards your prescription. But baby, you gonna be all right. This is what He do. Certainly if He can bring 1.5 million out of Egypt. I got some Bible study folks in there. And miss some folks here. I didn't come to clown too long, y'all. We're gonna preach the word. Giving all honor and reverence due to the angel of this house. When you talk about it, remember that now. He is the angel of this house. He didn't come here for his benefit. He came here for your benefit. So when he no good this and such and in conference when it get tight, remember this is the man, and the word says this, he gonna have to give a report on your soul. So I recommend that you be good to him even when you don't like him, amen. To all of these other preachers that I have the privilege of sharing this rostrum with, I haven't been in the business long enough to know all of these names, so I'm just going to send it out to my fellow yokemen in the gospel. Will that do? But it's one young man up here that I do have to acknowledge, Elder Waddle Sr., which is my granddad. Thank you. I know I got to preach now. I can't cut no corners now. You know my phone number and my address. Come talk with me. I'm not going to be long with you today, but I am going to talk about something. I'm not a three-point pastor. I'm kind of a storyteller. So you're going to have to strap in and we'll see what we got. And I've heard your pastor preach. I know he run on 93, but you're going to have to take some of this 87 today. He give out steaks over here. You're going to have to get some of this South meat and crackers today. But if you bear with me just a little while, I promise you, is that all right? We can come out on the other side all right. And we'll be on our way to Popeyes, amen? I know y'all done heard I have to have that Popeyes. Can't preach without no Popeyes. If you would be so kind, and also I want to reference these officers' mothers. I was about to do wrong now. I'm about to trespass. And everyone who makes up this congregation, the Grace Sisters, y'all put the noose around my neck too. I got to preach with some singing like that. You better come on and say something. Thank you all for being here. And everyone, I see one of my co-workers out there. He'll be roughing me up. A couple of my co-workers, they'll be roughing me up at the job tomorrow. See my auntie out there, so let's get on into the meeting, amen. That's enough salutation. If you would turn in your Bibles to the book of Judges, it's an old school day, we're going to the old book. I want you to turn to the 11th chapter, and we're going to start at the first verse, and we'll read down to the 3rd verse. When you get there, if it is the custom of this house for you to stand, please stand. If not, carry on in your usual fashion. Amen. We didn't come to change nothing. We came to worship with y'all. Amen. Again, that's the book of Judges, the 11th chapter, starting at the 1st verse. And the word of the Lord reads thusly, and I will be reading from the King James Version. Now Jephthah the Gileadite was a mighty man of valor, but he was the son of a harlot. And Gilead begot Jephthah. Gilead's wife bore sons, and when his wife's sons grew up, they drove Jephthah out and said to him, "Ye shall have no inheritance in our father's house, for you are the son of another woman." Then Jephthah fled from his brothers and dwelt in the land of Tob. And worthless men banded together with Jephthah and went out raiding with him. You may be seated. But if we could use for a thought, or rather a bookmark of the day, we will use the thought, surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Now let's give some context to what we have going on, because to have a context without to have a text without a context is a pretext. You ain't got nothing there. So many, I go from church to church and turn from channel to channel and just listen to people misquote God's word because they seek to pull a text out of context. And we done got good at it, and I hope this don't rough nobody up, but you can use the Bible to prove just about anything, amen? We got people who can put their words together, and we see it in an election. Both sides got some God in them, amen? You can frown your face up all you want to. Yes, it is some God-fearing people on the Republican side. But yes, it's also some God-fearing people on this side, amen? So let's set this in context. We are in the book of Judges. And that being the name, that is the hallmark issue that's going on. This is before Israel had a king. One of the things that you will see that constantly characterizes this book is the phrase that's said over and over again. Everybody did as they pleased because there was no king. It wasn't saying that. A lot of theologians have said that the writer or composer of the Bible put that together to build up to the king. But that's not what he's saying. When you go back to the original language and look at what's really been saying, what it was saying is that everybody was doing wrong. Everybody did what they wanted to when they wanted to. It's no different than today, is it? You come to St. Andrew PB Church, but the truth be told, you got your own little religion, don't you? Can I get on your street? You got good religion. You'll frown your nose up at that lottery, won't you? But when they talk about bringing gambling to Alabama, but Lord, when that Powerball hit 400 million, that was the last quarter of a tank of gas you had. And you was right up there, had the biggest hat, had your hat thrown all over your head, trying to disguise your voice. Let me get you a little power. They saw you. Folks know your business better than you know your business. Because somebody always watching, or as I say, they always building a case on you, amen? They always matlocking, amen? Yeah. I'm going to preach in a little while. So what we have going on here, it can be summarized in two phrases, what was going on at this time. Israel wanted God's blessings without his approval. They wanted his grace without his government. And it don't go like that. And we will go through the cycle over and over again. If you read Judges, you go through the cycle over and over again. You start out with Israel sinning. Then God's judgment come down. Then they repent. God restores them. And we start that same cycle over and over again like revolving doors. It's the same in our life, ain't it? Can I get on your street again? It don't matter. I got a church home. Y'all can be as mad as you want to. I got a church home. When you didn't have no job, you asked the Lord to bless you. You got tired of eating ramen noodles and them viennas, didn't you? Lord, if you bless me. Now, you knew you had got in that situation because you had done wrong. But you come out of the Lord, if you bless me, I do right. First lie we tell, I'm going to pay my tithe. That's till Huntsville Utility put one of them VIP stickers on your door. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We get in there, God bless us with the job. Once we get the bills caught up, get Sally Mae off our back, square some things, catch up the child support, we're doing good. All in the mall buying smell good, new clothes. Next thing happened, you so busy spending what God gave you Monday through Friday on Saturday, can't wake up on Sunday no more. You can say, hey man, your neighbors ain't gonna know your business. They ain't been looking in your window. So we do what we want to, and it just goes over and over and over again. But lo and behold, a layoff come. A layoff come. Your hair get tight on your head, can't get no haircut. Quality of the wigs get bad because it's the same one. Can I talk about it? You trying to piece it together. Finally, you go over there and I'm going to talk to the Lord and tell him, Lord, I did wrong. Lord, come on, bring me back. And every one of us here can testify that no matter how boogered up you've been, no matter how dirty you've been, no matter what you did, no matter what they said about you, every time you came back to your daddy welcomed you back with open arms. I'm not the only one that had to sit somewhere and cry because I knew God gave me something that I did not deserve. You think about how you did him, but you think about how he's doing you. And it's enough to break you. If you haven't got there yet, just wait a minute. But that was what was going on here. Let us get to the script so I can get y'all out of here, amen. It's been a long time. I may be a little rusty, but I'm going to preach anyhow. So y'all read the scripture and you see what happened. That there was a man named Jephthah. His father was named Gilead. Gilead was married and had children with his wife, but one day, I believe passion struck him, and he went in unto a prostitute, and they had a son. I have to give Gilead a little bit of benefit, because in this day and age, can I get on somebody else's street? In this day and age, they do everything they can to make sure there ain't nobody know about it. This going on every day. You watch it on Maury Povich every day, don't you? You see him pop them little envelopes. This is your son. Don't act like it's just on Maury. Y'all know we got some boogered up families. You have to tell folks that's my sister on my daddy's side. Some families still broke up. You've been denying that them folks is your kinfolk your whole life, sitting over there looking just like daddy. Besides all that, you knew daddy was a Cody man, because you were Cody. We're going to go on with the story. I want to get roughed up, but I just got to tell the story. So what happened, he had been there in his father's house. And then daddy died. They never did like that no good bastard anyhow. So what they said when the will came out, and some of y'all have been in some of them, some families tore up in here right now because of some wills. So they went in there to read the will. And regardless of what the will said, they told him, you ain't getting nothing. You've been low down, you're the son of a whore. You're not our brother. You ain't getting nothing. Get to stepping. That's right. That's happened to some of us here. We got some that are on both sides. Some on the side of you are the hurt child that your family never would accept. They wonder why every time you come around to the family reunion you angry. It's not really anger, it's hurt. Because for your own blood to reject you over something as trivial as what somebody coded and did, it wasn't Jephthah's fault that his mama was a whore. So why should he bear that burden? It wasn't his fault that his daddy went out. Why should he bear? But don't we make people bear things in this life? So they told him, you get on out of here. You ain't getting nothing here. And that make it rough to me. Because he had lived in his daddy's house. His father was a man of means. He had money. So he treated his son well. There's everything that we can infer from the text tells us this. But all in one fell swoop. He went from everything to nothing. He went down into the valley. Y'all know about this. I'm finna get on everybody's street right now. Can I talk a little while? Y'all don't talk about me too bad now. I ain't been looking in your windows. I don't know what's going on in your house, but I know the substance of life. I've often said that I don't want to win the lotto and become a millionaire if I can't keep it my whole life.
That's right.
They got a saying that it's better to have love and lost than to never have love. I don't believe that apply to everything.
All right. All right.
I think about some stars, some of them one-hit wonders.
Yeah. Right.
They had the Milli Vanilli. Can we go? Y'all know who that was. Y'all know y'all was singing that song in your car. MC Hammer, y'all couldn't touch nothing. Too legit to quit. I heard that preached by my pastor. What you doing listening to MC Hammer? But they get all of that money, have all of this success, everything at their fingertips, and the next day, they broke and ain't got nothing. But in their mind, he was still MC Hammer. Well, Milli Vanilli was still Milli Vanilli. But Milli Vanilli, you better hit that time clock on time. You ain't making no albums yet. You better hit that time clock if you want to eat next week.
That's right.
So what happened here is he had tasted it,
All right.
had lived it,
All right.
and then all of a sudden it was gone.
All right. Sir.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you? You had that husband or that wife, didn't you? Can I talk about it? It was good them first few years, amen. You picked up a few pounds, he lost all his hair and things got cold. Somebody say amen. Amen. Wife won't hit you, she still cook for you when you get home. But you loved it, you put your all into this marriage.
That's right.
And all of a sudden, for one reason or another, it's a lot of things that break up marriages, amen. Oftentimes when divorces go on, the folks still love one another. But the pressures of money and children and whatnot make them hard ways. But you had a marriage, and now it's gone. You spent 15, 20 years with this person, and now all of a sudden it's gone.
My Lord. My Lord.
That may not have been your street.
My Lord.
You had a business, amen.
Amen.
We all dream of having our own business, but you had a business.
All right.
Things got tight.
Right.
Truth be told, the business was worrying you more to keep it than it would have been just to go get a 40-hour job. But that business was your pride and joy.
That's right.
You prayed over it. You asked the Lord to lead and guide you. You mortgaged your home. You put your kids to work. You put your heart into it. But on a humbug, you lose your business. Not only that, it's some in here that started out good, had big dreams. You went to college, didn't you? Because you knew nobody else in your family had gone to college. You went up there and you got so close to graduating. You were in your 4th year. And fate happened and you got pregnant. Year after year, you've looked at it and said, I'm going back to college. And it seemed feasible in them first 2 or 3 years. But now the child is 15 years old. You don't even want to talk about school. Amen. I stopped by today to tell you that all of us have been in a situation like this. It's not always your fault. Life is full of ups and downs. It's full of trials, tribulations, snares, and they happen to everybody. We can see right now that it happens to everyone because Jephthah was rich because his daddy was rich. Trouble hits everybody. It's not a respecter of persons. It's just like I believe I heard Johnny Taylor say, y'all excuse me, I get a little Johnny Taylor every now and again. He said people got money, still got problems. Go to the psychiatrist, try to solve them. Any way you look at it, it's still called the blues. So here he was in the valley. Many of us have had to pack up in the valley. Many of us have been knocked off of our high horse. Many of us have lost a job, lost a spouse, lost a car, lost a something, and then had to do the walk of shame. To have to go out in front of the same people that you live with, the community, and they know about it. They may not say anything to you about it, but they know that you're down on your luck. But this goes deeper. Not only did his family reject him, but the community rejected him. We ought to be careful how we look at folks, amen. We snarl our faces up, and I'm talking about the saved people, not even the folks. We snarl our face up when we hear somebody on crack this. Do you you really think that person had a dream? I'm going to be a crackhead when I grow up. Matter of fact, you working a job that you didn't have a dream that you was going to be there. We ought to be better about how we look at folks, okay? He went out in shame. He went out in shame. He went out in shame. So the word says that he found a group of men, and it says that they saw the leadership potential in him and appointed him the leader. So the word says that they started raiding and doing various things. But oh, lo and behold, something happened in Israel. Things got rough. The army started losing. Sin started creeping up. So that very one that they sent out, they had to go 80 miles. They didn't have no Cadillacs back then, amen. Had to go out 80 miles. That was a journey, y'all. I want you to understand that the average distance that a person went in a day was 30 miles. So we're talking about a 3-day journey to go and find this man. And finally, they find him. They tell him, we need you to come back. And he tells them, ain't you the same ones that sent me out? He don't rough them up. Too often when the Lord allows the favor to fall in our behalf, we gloat and we talk smack. We put on our good faces at church now. I forgave them, but you laugh like a cackling hen at the house about how they had to come back to you. If your church members could have walked by your window and heard you talking to your brother or sister on the phone, they would have had to look at the address again. But he took it. He took this opportunity to let God use him. Surprise, surprise. Imagine the look on his brother's face when they done kicked him out of the house and divided up all the daddy's spoil. And see here that the great men of the city are going out to get somebody to lead. And lo and behold, the scoundrel that they bring back is him. Surprise, surprise. There have been some husbands or some ex-husbands in here that have been surprised because that woman that they treated bad when he had that stroke, she still came back. Even though he did her like a dog, she was still right there. Been many a child that had to say surprise, surprise when he looked around and the mother that he had mistreated, he found out really how much she did to help him get along. Surprise, surprise, Joseph's brother, when the land experienced the famine. Some of y'all Sunday school ought to be able to rock with me here. Surprise, surprise, when the little runt, the dreamer, the one that talked about mama and daddy, the sun and moon and the stars bound down. Surprise, surprise, when they got down to Egypt and that was the one that had to carry them over. Surprise, surprise, to King Saul for the 7 years that he chased down David and tried to kill him. Surprise, surprise, that out of all of Jesse's boys, that little runt that was over in the corner, the little musty one that came in smelling like the elements. Ain't God all right? Surprise, surprise. And I have to say, surprise, surprise, in your life. It come time when we all get hard on ourselves. You can say amen. You think you ain't nothing because how folks done treated you. Ain't they did you bad. If they haven't, just wait a little while. They gonna lie on you. They gonna tell good lies. Amen. They gonna tell people that you ain't no good. They gonna reach all the way back and reach 30 years back in your past and tell folks who you used to sleep with. Ain't God all right? They'll go all the way back to watching you in the parking lot of the ABC store. They'll tell people how much whiskey you used to drink. Ain't God all right? A surprise, because how God whoops it up is that one that they threw away, that was the very one that had to come back and save them. Y'all know where I'm going. Surprise, a surprise. A surprise, a surprise. It's been some time that some folks have talked about me, but surprise, surprise, when I came in the door, and now I'm your pastor, and God, all right. Surprise, a surprise, but it's one more. I'm finna sit down. It's time to go to Popeye. 2 peas and a biscuit, a red bean and rice. I gotta go, but I gotta tell you one more that we got a surprise. Do you know him? Do you know him? Let me start right here. He's the one that never wrote a book, but no library in the world could hold the books about him. God, all right. A surprise. He never went to a medical college, but he's healed the multitudes without medicine, making no charge for his services. He never was no kind of chef, but he fed over 5,000 people, and that he did with 5 loaves and 2 fishes. And God, all right, surprise. I had 12 basketfuls left, and God, all right, he raised at least 3 people from the dead. Even though he wasn't a mortician, he arose from the dead itself, and he's coming when all are in the grave, and the hour is coming when all shall hear his voice and come forth. Every tongue shall confess, every knee shall bow. Do you know him? Do you know him? Maybe not. Let me step on down. He's the one never led an army, never drafted a soldier or fired a gun, but no leader ever had more followers to give him more love and devotion, and voluntarily lay down their life for this cause. And God, all right, he's the one, and God, all right, and left his riches in heaven, and God, all right, was a poor man on this side. Do you know him? Do you know him? If you just give me a little while longer, it's getting late over in the evening. I done got tired. He's the one, the poor man. He was even buried in a borrowed tomb. However, he owns all the gold, all the silver, cattle of 1,000 hills. They're all his. He left riches in heaven and became poor that we, through his poverty, might be made rich. The Son of God, he put on humanity that the sons of men might put on divinity. The Son of God became the Son of Man that men might become the Son of God. A surprise, I see him when he came down through 40 and 2 generations, stepped out of the closet of eternity onto the purple mountains of time. Ain't God all right? Ain't God all right? A surprise. They thought a king was coming, but he was a king, and not only a king, he was also a prince and a priest, but he was also a sacrifice. I see the man walking through the dusty streets of Galilee. I hear him preaching his sermons, and they want to get him out of there. I see him in the temple when he had got upset and got a little switch. I see him, but the Jews didn't know who he was. So what they did is they conspired. They said, we gotta get him. We gotta lay hands on him. And God, all right. One Thursday night, they went out, laid hands on him. I stopped by today to tell you, they tried him all night long. I took him from Judgment Hall to Judgment Hall. Whooped him with a cat of nine tails. They pulled, don't you know they did? Pulled the hair out of my Jesus beard. They put a crown of thorns on his head. They mocked him. He was just like Jephthah. He was going through the valley and God, all right. So there they were, condemned him to die. I told him, you gonna take your own crucifixion device. They put a cross on his back, made him walk the Via Dolorosa. I see the little man with his eyes bruised. I see the blood coming out of his back. I see him walking with the cross. At one point, the cross got so heavy, he broke down on his knee. They tell me that there's always a ram in the bushes. Say a little man named Simon, the Cyrene, a black man, helped him pick up his cross. He went on 1 foot in front of another. He went as a lamb dumb before his shearers. They was got up on Golgotha. They laid the cross down. He laid out his hands. They drove a nail in his left hand, a nail in his right hand, 2 feet, 1 nail left. For him being obedient to God, he crossed them over, because didn't nobody kill Jesus. He had told them, I lay my life down that I may pick it up again. There he was, they wrapped him up between the heaven and the earth. They said that he was there from the 6th to the 9th hour, but somewhere in the 9th hour, he dropped his head in the locks of his shoulders. He died. He didn't swoon, no coma. He died. They took him off the cross and put him in Joseph's borrowed tomb. Friday night, still dead. Saturday morning, still dead. Saturday evening, still dead. But right early, the third morning, got up, but didn't get up anyway. Got up with all power in heaven and earth in his hand. It's that same God, surprise, on Easter morning, when the Jesus you killed was back up, stayed around 40 more days. Ain't God all right? A preacher, you ain't but 37 years old. How you know he got up? Because I read in Revelation where John was out on the Isle of Patmos reading a little book, and he said all of a sudden he heard a voice. The man said, I am the Alpha and the Omega. I am he that was dead, and now I'm alive and forevermore. Beyond that, one day in 1988, I wasn't fit to live. I wasn't fit to die. A man met me, and God all right, and hold in his hand. He said, that one that give his life shall gain it back, but him that keep it shall lose it. So what we did a swap. I gave him my no goodness, and he covered me in his grace. Goodness. Emmanuel, Papa's calling. Emmanuel, I ain't forgot a red bean and right. But if I don't never get on this side no more, just remember one day God gonna come up. You gonna be at St. Peter's gate. You didn't think you was gonna make it, and then he gonna stroll out and God alright and grab you and wrap you up and say, well done, my good and faithful servant. You've been faithful over a few things. When we all get to heaven, won't we all say surprise, surprise.